Imagine your mind is a room. For most of us, this room is packed. It is filled with furniture, old boxes, dusty books, and loud noises. It is filled with our opinions, our judgments, our worries about tomorrow, our regrets about yesterday. There is no space to move. There is no fresh air. And yet, we keep trying to bring more into the room. We read more books. We watch more videos. We ask for advice. But nothing seems to change. We don't feel wiser. We just feel heavier. Why? Because you cannot fill a vessel that is already full. If you are struggling to find clarity or peace today, the answer is not to add something new. The answer is to remove something old. You need to hear the story of the scholar and the tea. Many years ago, during the Meiji era in Japan, there lived a famous Zen master named Nanin. He was known for his deep silence and simple wisdom. One day, a university professor decided to visit him. The professor was a very intelligent man. He had read every book. He had degrees and titles. He traveled a long way to the monastery. But his intention was not really to learn. His intention was to impress the master with his own knowledge. As soon as he sat down, the professor began to talk. He talked about philosophy. He talked about science. He talked about his own theories on Zen. He talked and talked, barely taking a breath. Nanin sat quietly, listening with a faint smile. He did not interrupt. After some time, Nanin simply asked, "Would you like some tea?" The professor, exhausted from his own talking, nodded. "Yes, give me tea." Nanin placed a small porcelain cup in front of the professor. He lifted the heavy iron teapot and began to pour. The steaming hot tea rose to the rim of the cup. But Nanin did not stop. He kept pouring. The tea spilled over the edge of the cup. It ran across the table. It dripped onto the professor's expensive robes. The professor watched in horror. He couldn't stay silent any longer. He jumped up and shouted, "Stop! Stop! What are you doing? Can't you see the cup is full? No more will go in." Nanin stopped pouring. He placed the teapot down gently. He looked the professor in the eye and spoke softly. "Like this cup," Nanin said, "you are full of your own opinions and speculations. You came here asking for teaching. But how can I show you Zen unless you first empty your cup?" The professor was stunned. He realized the truth. He had come to the master not to listen, but to hear his own voice echoed back. He was so full of "I know" that there was no room for "I learn." This is the trap of the ego. We think that knowing things makes us smart, but often the things we know are the very walls that imprison us. We say, "I know how the world works. I know what that person is like. I know I cannot change." And because we know these things, we become blind to any other possibility. In Zen, there is a beautiful concept called Shoshin. It means the beginner's mind. The master Shunryu Suzuki once said, "In the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities, but in the expert's mind, there are few." When you are a beginner, you are empty. You are curious. You are open. You listen to understand, not to judge. But when you become an expert, or when you become an adult who thinks they have seen it all, your world shrinks. You stop growing. Anxiety loves a full cup. Anxiety fills your mind with what-ifs and catastrophes until there is no room for peace. To find peace, you don't need to solve every problem. You just need to pour out the tea. So, today I invite you to try something brave. Empty your cup. Forget what you think you know about your life. Forget the labels you have put on yourself. Approach this day like a child. Approach your problems with curiosity, not judgment. Say to the universe, "I do not know. Teach me." It is only in the empty space that the light can enter. If you are ready to learn, write, "I am open" in the comments below. Subscribe to the Hopeful Tree. Empty your cup. Fill your soul. Stay humble. Stay hopeful.